everybody. Welcome back to Sticks and Stones. Today I had a couple of people talking live with some friends in the group chat, Jordy, Rob, and Jordy was asking about lips. And so I'm going to try and see if I can start doing little bits and pieces here of how to do some lips. And we're also going to cover eyes again, just on these little pieces of basswood. And we'll get our tools out and we'll see if we can just practice a set of lips here today in this little short video. And we'll see if we can come up with something to help some of you guys out and how to do some lips and eyes and little different expressions one at a time on these little blocks of wood. Okay, so first of all, I got a little 1x1. Well, it's 1 inch wide this way by 3 and 3 long. And what I'm going to do is take this corner off here so we can round it over a little bit. Now, lips you can do a lot of different ways. There's easy lips. There's women's lips. There's men's lips. And I guess the easiest way to explain lips, if you want to do, say, like a woman's lips, is they're going to be different than a man's. And whenever you're doing a lip, the upper part, I'll show you when I get my marker out here, but right now I'm just going to round this off. You want it smooth and rounded over because, especially for women's lips, because they're going to be smooth, of course, okay? So I'm going to try and round this over and make it ready to put our lips on. And then we'll draw, hopefully, a set of lips on here. Lips are kind of tough if you don't get them right, as far as drawing them goes even, you know. And I think the big secret there is the upper lip is always a little bit longer on the corners than a lower lip would be. So let me get my marker out here. Let's see. I'm hoping this isn't too big, and I'm hoping I have enough room here on this little block of wood. So if we're going to do lips, the upper lip, for instance, like this, okay, the upper lip is always going to be, and we'll say this is a lady's mouth, okay, but the upper lip is going to be longer than the bottom lip, okay. So in other words, these corners here come way over, and the bottom lip wouldn't be as long. It would start like here, okay, come across, and it would not extend as far as the upper lip, these corners here, all right? So that right there is what you want to keep in mind when you're doing lips. Now, this isn't going to be the best looking lip, but we'll see if we can give you an idea to how to get that in there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stop cut. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to stop cut right across the middle here. All right. Now I'm going to run my knife right across that line all the way from corner to corner. All right. Just like that. And then we're going to start taking the bottom and we're going to push it up into that stop cut at an angle. Okay. But don't go past where our bottom's going to go. All right. For instance, right here. Right here. All right. So we'll just take some of that wood out. Just like that. And make sure you're angling it up. All right. See that? Now over here, I went a little bit past. I told you not to go past, but I'm just going to make this stop cut here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to angle that up. About a 45-degree angle. And into that stop cut. Okay. And hopefully we'll be able to get a good little mouth. There's a little tiny piece of wood here. Now the top lip, you want to angle down. And you want to angle both of these into this stop cut. So I'm going to use my knife, the tip of my knife, and I'm trying to keep this shape right here. So I'm only going to come to this side. I'm not going to go all the way across like this. I'm going to take this half first, and we're going to angle this down all the way to this corner and push it right into that stop cut. So let's make sure we have a good stop cut here. All right. all the way to the corner. We're going to come up here, use the tip of our knife, and start pushing down like that, all right, at an angle, all the way over to there. And then again, the bottom, you angle up, all right? And that's how you start doing that. Now we're going to do the same here. I might have to turn it over, I might not. But from here, I'm going to go right to this corner too. See that corner? And we're going to just push down into our stop cut, all right? Try and do one side of the lip first, the other side. Do them separate, all right? This one, same thing. All the way over, and we'll try to clean that marker off as we go. Bottom, angle up into your stop cut. Okay? Like so. All right? And that's how you start doing your lip. Now, from the side, it doesn't look like much yet. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take a small veiner. You could use a V-tool for this also. But I'm going to outline the lips. I'm going to come under the bottom here. All right? And I'm just going to take up to this corner out here on the bottom. All right? Like that. All right, on this one corner, we're going to do the same on this side. Come over, up to the corner. I'm going to take that out. All right, that's going to make that start popping out. Now we're going to come underneath, round this off. Now the bottom lip's going to be rounded, and the top lip is going to be, I guess, more pointed, you could say. So, I'm just rounding that bottom off just like that with a little gouge or a veiner. And we'll take some wood out so that stands out. We'll round it off a little bit. Get our marker off. I don't know how good you guys can see that. I know it's pretty small. All right. I'm just going to run this around and try and shape that just a little bit. So it's rounded. All right. And I'm going to turn it this way and do the same thing. And try and get it to come up and into going under this corner piece over here. All right. So now we have it rounded like that. Let's get this little chip out here. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this veiner and we're going to go around the top. And that extends past the bottom. All right. So let's do that. Ever so slowly. We'll take wood out to make that stand out. So try and keep your lines a little bit. We'll go around that. Just like that. Come over here. See if we can get it started here. All right, we're just going to go around and take wood out to get that to start standing out, right? And we do want to try and keep that where it's a little high in the top, all right? The shape here. But all I'm doing is taking wood out around it to get that to stand out where we have it drawn on, all right? And this is one way you can do just a quick set of lips. So you have a wood spirit and you're doing a face or whatever, okay? Same thing here. We can clean all this up with our knife later or more gouges or whatever. But we're just trying to get this to stand out by taking wood out. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to deepen this stop cut here. Okay. We're going to take some wood out almost straight in here. And you can see we're already starting to form a little mouth. Okay. And over here in the corner, we'll take some out. And we'll just try and get a little bit of shadow there and keep that stop cut there for when we want to clean this up. All right. And right there we start. You see the lips? You're starting to form a quick set of lips. We could shave all of that line off you can come back to this part here, shave back down into your stop cut. You know, go slow, take your time, and just keep shaping them as you go until you get the type of mouth you're looking for. And you can make it kind of like a pouty lip by doing a couple other different cuts. Right now we're just trying to cover getting a set of lips in there. And you can also insinuate that a lot better and get some more shadow by taking your V tool, okay, and going around. If I can hold this little piece of wood, all right. If I want to dig that in and then round everything off, I'd use a V tool around it, like this. All right, to really set that in. And then I would round everything off all the way into that back. Same with underneath here. I mean, you can just quick cut them in with the V tool. But it's best to use the gouge. And then on the corner here. And on the corner here. And we have a quick little set of lips. Now, the rest is pretty much just rounding everything over and towards the back and trying to keep this in the center here. Okay. And the more we round that off and round it back, the more our lip starts forming. Now you could put that, what do they call that? That little divot in the center of your mouth up here, like the angel's kiss or whatever they say that is. You know, that's above the lip. You could do that also. But this is probably the quickest way to do a set of lips, I think, is to just draw your lips in, run your V tool around it. Like I said, I like to use a veiner and small gouges, and then take all this wood out here underneath and make sure that that bottom lip doesn't extend past the upper lip. Okay. And if it's on a face, you'll start getting the effect you want the more you practice. Okay. Now, we're not trying to make these real sexy lips or anything. We're just trying to get some basic lips on. So I'm just rounding everything, making sure that this extends over. Hardest part for this is holding this little 1-inch piece of wood for me, believe it or not. All right. And again, try and bring this down. If it starts getting too fat or whatever, remember that angle's down. One side first, and then the other side to keep that separation. And then just take it all the way to where the point is by pushing down from the top, okay, all the way over to here and into your stop cut. The bottom round goes in. So it's basically a matter of rounding up from the bottom and down from the top, okay, is really what you're doing there. So down from the top, and then up from the bottom, all right, up and into your stop cut like this. And that's a quick little way to make a quick little set of lips. The rest is just shaping, all right, which doesn't really work all the time when you're... Let me see if I can make this look a little nicer. Now, if you do these, I did one before, and you make them real puffy, see? So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just rounding back and shaping everything, and I'll just keep working on that with the same thing. It's the lips longer on the bottom, and that's what you end up with. Okay, so you just keep working it with your tools. Take this down at the top. Make sure it sticks out at the bottom until you get that nice round lip. Now we can come around at the top right here, take more wood out, all right, so they stand out like that one I just showed you. That's just a matter of going around and taking all the wood out at the top. All right. We're just going by the shape of the lips right now for this video and showing you how you can get a mouth to look like it's just got a set of lips by making sure that you draw that shape and you make sure that the upper lip is longer than the bottom. And again, it comes to a point at the end here. We can make this a little bit smaller if we want that to look nicer. We don't want to have it too fat, all right? And we can clean all that up. And play with it till we get what we want. Now, I'd keep working on this till I had it just a little bit nicer and poutier. I would stop, cut underneath, and play with it, okay? But if you're looking for just a simple basic lip, this right here you want to round over. You play with it till you get what you're looking for, you know? Taking wood out here to deepen all that. So you get your shadow. And the more you play with that simple shape, and the more you practice, the easier you'll start forming different expressions without mustaches. All right, so you have a set of lips there. It's quick and easy. It takes a little bit of practice to round it and figure out what you want to do, but that's the basic way to do it. We can cover more detail on it later. I just want to do a little quickie for a fast one. We are going live tonight. It's Monday night, so I'll see everybody there. So I'm going to round this off and make myself a nice little practice set of lips. And I'll do 2 or 3 of them on this, flip it over, do 2 or 3 again. And by the time you do that, you know, you pretty much have it done. You know, you'll start ending up. I'll shape this guy up like this set, and then I'll even clean that up until I get the type that I'm looking for. Separate it more at the top and everything. And it's just a matter of drawing. Sometimes you don't like that. So you might want to get your little marker out and say, okay, well, I'm going to shape that just a little bit nicer so it's a little poutier or a little sexier woman's mouth, if that's what you're going for, you know. And you just keep taking it down until you get what you want. Right here, I would take out this middle here, you know. And that's pretty much how you do a set of lips. Round this all off, make sure it's underneath the top one, right? And that's how you end up with a set of lips. All right, practice it. I'm not going to sit here and carve the whole thing. I already showed you the techniques. I'll play with my own. And I'll get ready for the live. But I wanted to quick cover that. Hopefully it gave you some ideas. And that will be one little piece. And when we do a face, I'm thinking of doing a Native American. We'll cover lips in depth when I do that. Okay, at least to make that type of carving. And we'll go from there. That's how I would start a set of lips. I'd make them real big and puffy. If I wanted to do a goofy character, I'd start shaping them a little bit nicer. If I was doing a woman. All right, so it depends on what you're looking for. But hopefully this helped, and it'll give you at least one little bit of an idea of how to take your knife and just by bringing it down at the top, again, and then from the bottom kind of rolling it up, all right, and then rounding your bottom off. As long as this side and this side are longer, you'll start forming a nice little lip. And then you just play with it from there and shape it the way you want. Okay? Hope this helps. We'll cover it more in the next few videos. And we'll start doing different things like lips and eyes and noses. And we'll see, hopefully, if we can come up with a bunch of tips for you guys. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye now.